it's me, Mima. Hello. Hello, it's me. Sorry. I'm just checking on just checking my stream on both YouTube and Twitch. Okay. I'm ready to stream the continuation continuation of the main story of Love and Deepspace main story from before. So last stream I finished up to chapter 3. So today I'll be continuing chapter 4 and onwards. Oh, I'm sorry, I start coughing a little since yesterday. I hope it's not so bad tonight. I'm also having lozenges right now. I hope it goes well. If it gets too bad, then I'll just mute my mic. I think it's pretty bad. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, I'm going to start chapter 4 now. I think this is where we meet Caleb. Oh? Suddenly? Uh-oh. Sorry. Because I have to wait while I download this. I didn't know I have to download this. Meanwhile, let me check how it sounds. I hope it's not too noisy because I'm having my lozenges. Not really, I guess. Okay. Waiting. Maybe we can talk to Raphael while we wait for the download to finish.
Yes, I'm busy, but you're more important. I feel a little hot. Does it look like I have a fever? If you keep touching it, something bad might happen.
Something bad? I still have a lot to unlock. So far I have these two.
This is obviously a trap. I'm not falling for it. Nope. You're bold. Scandalous even.
Cute, right?
It's time for something fun. Don't blink.
Okay.
Doesn't it look like that little red fish you gave me? Let it hang out with you for a little bit.
That's so pretty. Okay, let's see. I think we're done. Okay.
Grandma, I'm home.
Ah,
Grandma.
sweetie. You haven't been visiting often since you became a hunter. Did you miss me?
Of course. Something smells good. Is it roast pork? Oh, I've learned how to cook a new dish. Would you like to try it?
What happened to the pipsqueak who wouldn't even pour me a glass
Caleb.
of water? Work has changed you. I should have talked you into becoming a hunter sooner.
Caleb? I thought I wouldn't see you until tomorrow at least.
What's wrong with coming home early to spend some time with you and Gran? Wash your hands. Let's eat.
His voice is pretty cute.
How's your health, Grandma? Still getting headaches?
Oh, it's normal for people at my age to get them. I'm already used to it. I'll be fine, as long as I take my medication.
But didn't the doctor say you should be hospitalized for observation? Are you sure the meds will be enough?
Oh, I just got out of the hospital. It's too crowded and noisy, and that won't help with my migraines.
Oh, I missed that. Let me read a bit. Grandma always get headaches. And she should be hospitalized. But she just got out. Okay.
Already a worrywart? You can rely on me to handle the family stuff. I've submitted an application form for a long-term care ward. It's safe, quiet, everything's been taken care of.
Wait, when did this happen? And why didn't you tell me?
Oh, Caleb, a decisive man as always. I didn't know about this either. If I need to stay in a hospital, you should visit me, all right? You can talk with Zane, have lunch with him too, perhaps.
Yeah.
Well, he's really busy, so...
Even the world's busiest guy has to eat. I haven't seen him in a long time. We should invite him over
Oh,
for
I'm
dinner.
sure Zane have time for MC too.
And we can kidnap him if he refuses.
Here's a message from... There have been many explosions recently throughout Lincoln City. The Hunters Association has concluded these incidents are connected to Wanderers. So far, 22 have been wounded, with no casualties. We advise all citizens to be careful when outside.
Explosions, huh? Hey, Pipsqueak, have there been a lot of active Wanderers lately?
Kind of. But it's fine. Lincoln has us. The Deepspace hunters of today know what they're doing.
Well, even so, you shouldn't push yourself too hard, my dear. And be sure to
Doesn't
be
seem like a
careful
common
during your
occurrence
missions.
that there's suddenly
I know,
there's so many
But I'll be fine,
wanderers.
Grandma. My eval works well against wanderers. Besides, missions are often done in pairs. If we get hurt, we have backup.
Even if
they're
that's
not
true,
gonna like
your
that.
safety is always the #1 priority in whatever mission you take. Your eval is great, I'm not arguing that, but who's to say it'll protect you all the time?
Oh, it's a risky career.
There are wanderers in the neighborhood? Weird. I need to check it out. Grandma, Caleb, something's going on outside. I'm gonna take a look. Be back soon. Promise.
No,
Hey, wait up.
This is not
I'm
gonna be
coming with you.
good. I mean, I already know the story, but
Caleb, what kind of hunter lets their childhood friend tag along to work with them?
I'm not tagging along with you.
yeah, that sounds a
Pipsqueak.
little funny.
Just heading to the store for some vinegar and whatnot.
All right then. Well, we're just about to turn the corner. Go to the
Okay.
store and pick up your vinegar. Oh, and another thing. Better not walk out and start following me when my back is turned.
Yeah, secret mission, blah, blah, blah. Can't let unauthorized personnel in on the details.
Hurry up and go already. Also, I want some snacks. And fruit.
I like
Take
how
all
she
the time you
points
need.
her finger like that.
I
But-
don't
but
sense
that's
any
so bossy.
fluctuations.
Because she's
I'll just walk
comfortable
around
with,
for a bit.
with him. But isn't it scary to have like a dangerous wanderers in your neighborhood? Is the fluctuation source moving? Oh, I didn't read the last one. Let me read it. I continue my search along the block. My hunter's watch doesn't react to anything, but I sense fluctuations in the air. They're bouncing around. Is the fluctuation source moving? Across the street, a man wearing a cap pops out of an alley. Okay, sassy man. He turns slightly to the hovering patrol drone with compound eyes and fiddles with his hat. He even wears a hat. Very classic shady guy. He's hiding something. Like sparks igniting a fire, the man's suspicious actions put me on high alert. As he moves, the watch on my wrist vibrates, showing the metaflux in the area is increasing. He's the source? I cross the street and begin following the suspicious man from a safe distance. He seems to have noticed me. He's walking faster. I should have been more discreet. It's definitely him. I have to stop him. I walk faster, ready to send my coordinates to HQ with my hunter's watch. My right arm feels an intense pain all of a sudden, like I've been stabbed with a blade. Oh, suddenly. A weapon? No, it's evil.
I see you're actually smart. Too bad. I don't have time to play around.
The man's cold gaze scrutinizes me. He sounds way older than he looks. An old guy. I hesitate. The figure rushes into an alley. I run after him, but he's already gone. I can't sense even a single fluctuation. Oh no, so there's no fluctuation anymore? Was he carrying a protocol? Or could he have been the source himself?
Why are you staring off into space? Mission's over.
Oh, hello, VT. Hello and welcome to my stream. I do notice you followed me when I was offline previously. So thank you so much for the follow. The sound of footsteps stops next to me. I come to my senses. Caleb? Still concerned about what happened earlier, I don't know if I should tell him. I should keep it a secret for now, otherwise Grandma and Caleb will worry. Honestly, if I was her, I probably won't tell him either. I don't like to make people worry about me. I've been found out. Let's go back home and eat dinner first. I've made my choice, but when our gazes meet, my reluctance turns into guilt.
Did you find any big bad wanderers?
The fluctuations
pause
disappeared.
first. I'm okay. I'm fine, but actually, yesterday I started coughing a little bit. I was really worried about streaming tonight, but so far I've been okay. In the beginning I kind of cough a little bit, but right now it already stops. Yeah, you can call me Mima. What should I call you? Should I just call you Derp?
Probably a false alarm.
A false alarm.
Caleb, what are you...
If it really was, then what's this?
Oh, I was petting a cat,
Got
and...
scratched by another stray cat, huh? I think maybe I should go find that cat so I can avenge you.
Caleb, don't. Come on. Grandma's waiting for us back at home.
Derp, Derpy, Derper. Then I'll just call you Derp. Thank you for coming by. I hope you can relax with me. What are you up to? Are you like busy?
Caleb, I was telling the truth.
Or you're
It was
just
an
relaxing?
accident. You and Grandma have enough to deal with.
I understand you want to hide it from Gran. We've caused her enough trouble since she brought us up together. Now that she's older, it wouldn't be a good idea to make her anxious. But why do you have to hide it from me? Can't you trust me now that we're all grown up?
I don't want you worrying about me. It's not often you get to come home these days, so ruining the mood is the last thing I want to do.
Yeah, I get that.
Also, I'm a grown-up now. I need to be the one making sure I stay safe. You can't protect me forever.
Why is that a problem? If not me, who could you possibly turn to?
What was that?
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
You wouldn't understand even if I told you, Pipsqueak. Forget it. We've been outside for too long. Gran's gonna be worried.
You're doing it again. Go inside by yourself. I'm not your sidekick.
Fine. But hide the blood on your sleeve before heading inside. Since you're a grown-up now, I won't cover for you this time.
And boom. Sorry, I'm not surprised because I already know the story. Oh, but this part is so sad though. Been a long day, just relaxing right now, distressing. Yay! Yay for relaxing time. I'm also relaxing. Hello Mountain Lake, welcome. You sorry. I only noticed that you followed me during my last stream. But last stream I didn't notice the alert because I was too immersed in the game. So I want to thank you for following me. My webcomic is on Webtoon. It's nothing special to be honest. It's kind of cringy, but I'm not sure if I want to share it yet. I might share someday. Oh, let me think. Let me think if I have a way to let you know the link. I probably can share the link to you privately. How about you, Mima? How's your day so far? It's okay. Relaxing with some pretty men. Yes, the best way to relax. My day was pretty okay today. I wasn't too busy. I was supposed to have a deadline on Friday, but apparently it got postponed because I have some pending information from the client, so yeah, I'm not too busy. I'm probably not too busy for tomorrow and Friday either, so yay! Alright, let's continue. Wow, this was an explosion just now. It got onto the news. Explosion at 502 Sunset Street, Bloomshore District. Survey results: 2 deaths, no evidence of human triggered detonation detected, no remains of any detonation device found. The deceased were not known to have had disputes or financial conflicts of interest with any others. According to the evidence gathered, this was an accident caused by metaflux fluctuation. This is definitely very devastating. Her only family, her grandma and her brother, not brother, they were raised together. They were adopted. So they were not related, but they're almost siblings.
After an injection of protocore energy, the success rate of clinical treatments dramatically improves. In other news, in recent months, the number of wanderers in Lincoln has increased due to the fluctuations of metaflux. Metaflux-related explosions have currently left 35 people wounded with 2 casualties in Bloomshore District. We advise all citizens to be careful.
What are you doing here? I thought you were out on a mission again.
Yeah, I'll clock out soon. I just finished reading these reports. I'll turn them in a second.
You're working so hard. Handling all these missions and
She's just trying
investigating
to be
metaflux
busy.
incidents.
I refuse to
with the
believe what
loss.
happened to me was just an accident.
I'm worried about you. How about we grab something to eat? My treat. Captain, I'll send you the report soon.
Thank you. I just got one about a protocore analysis. Who sent it?
Oh, yes. Sorry about that. That was me.
You okay? I bet you haven't gotten enough sleep. Rest. And don't be too hard on yourself.
She tries to be too busy.
I'm fine, Tara. Besides, I wouldn't dare fall asleep when...
Hi there. Just calling to remind you, you have an appointment today.
Dr. Grayson?
You had a transapical metaflux ablation last month, right? Dr. Zane has your medical report, but you'll need to get an eval cardiac examination first.
Okay. Zane. He'll be worried if I don't go. Captain,
Take care of your health first. Then, you'll have the energy to do other things.
So what's this game about other than talking with pretty men? And what's up with the big boom suddenly? Okay, let me think. I need to write down the sentence in my head first. This game is basically about this girl. She works as a hunter, and hunter is she goes around and hunt the wanderers. The wanderers are like these dangerous monsters that came from a tunnel that's called Love and Deepspace Tunnel. I don't remember if they ever mentioned anywhere why this tunnel was made. I think it was a tunnel that's they are built in the outer space, I think. Or maybe I could be wrong. I forgot too many details of the story, of the backstory. And then there are 3 main characters for the guys. Actually, there's a latest additional character, so it's 4. But it started with 3 male characters. And each of them are related to her in one way or another. One of them was her childhood friend, which is Dr. Zane. And then another one is... Okay, I think you don't mind a spoiler, right? Raphael, the guy, the purple-haired guy, he's like... I'm not sure if this is canon yet or it's just hinted. I think he's an immortal being. He was a mermaid, but now he lives as a human. And I think he's an immortal who has had relationships with the MC since her past lives. And then there's also Xavier, who came probably from another planet or from another dimension. And I don't know yet why he came to this universe. Probably to find MC. I think I explained that very badly. Because each of the characters have like very deep lore. Even for Dr. Zane, who's just a childhood friend of hers, he had all his past lives. He has been involved with the MC too. So it's kind of like of fated lovers or something. For Xavier, probably if I read all his backstory in the anecdotes, they have these anecdotes that's like a novel, and I can read that to know more about his lore. I haven't read that yet. And then there's also the card that we pull from the gacha. Those are also, I think, 3 male characters. And then there's also the card that we pull from the gacha. Those are also, I think, 3 male characters. And then there's also the card that we pull from the gacha. Those are also, I think, 3 male characters. And then there's also the card that we pull from the gacha. Those are also, I think, 3 male characters. And then there's also the card that we pull from the gacha. Those are also, I think, 3 male characters. And then there's also the card that we pull from the gacha. Those are also, I think, 3 male characters. And then there's also the card that we pull from the gacha. Those are also, I think, 3 male characters. And then there's also the card that we pull from the gacha. Those are also, I think, 3 male characters. And then there's also the card that we pull from the gacha. Those are also, I think, 3 male characters. And then there's also the card that we pull from the gacha. Those are also, I think, 3 male characters. And then there's also the card that we pull from the gacha. have a lot of information regarding their lores. Sounds like generally obsessive male. Well, but it's an otome game, so it's okay. I watched the Zebra memory card where he was lying on the protagonist's leg. I was like, oh my gosh, lol. He was lying on the protagonist's leg. Which one is it? Is that the latest one? The Misty Invasion? Right? He kinda rubbing his chin on the MC's knees. The latest one, cars, they're all pretty spicy. They're still safe. I think it's SFW, but pretty spicy. Yeah. Oh yeah, and what's up with the big boom? I don't know that yet. So far in the story, they haven't revealed how that happened or who did that. But I'm pretty sure that was intentional. Like there was some bad guy out there going after her. If she goes into her house together with Caleb, then she would have died together with them. I think the next, yeah, I think this chapter is one of my favorite. She went to see Zane, and I think this is the first chapter.
These are the results of your medical examination. Everything
that
is ready
shows
for
her
you.
close
You can visit your
relationship
doctor
with
now.
Zane.
Hello, my doctor is Dr. Zane. Is he available right now?
Follow me. Because of the recent Wanderer attacks, Dr. Zane has been working overtime.
Emergency operation in OR3. Call Grayson, stat.
On it.
Patient is elderly male. Prepare the pump for cardiopulmonary bypass.
Yes, of course.
Oh, but he's busy.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's just very busy right now. Can you wait here for a bit if you're not in a hurry?
It's fine. The operation is more important. Thank you. Leading expert in the study of protocore syndrome. Appointed chief surgeon. Zane must be working overtime right now because more Wanderers are attacking people.
He's so young and he's already a chief surgeon. That's what I said last stream. Otome games.
Wow, our shift's finally over. Do you
Love
want to get
genius,
some hot pot?
guys.
Oh, can't. I promised my granny we'd have dinner together later.
Grandma.
It's hard to be too hard to be idle when
Caleb,
when you're still grieving.
If only we could have dinner together like before.
It reminds you too much of the sadness. Okay, maybe this one we get to meet Zane.
Why the long face, Pipsqueak? I'm just going to Aerospace Academy. Shouldn't you be happy?
But it's all the way in Skyhaven. What if I suddenly crave your braised chicken wings?
Oh, don't be too sad. He'll be back for the holidays. And when he is, I'll make him cook for you every day.
Which means there's a reward for being your free personal chef. What is it? A send-off gift?
Who says
Don't
I
think
got
I
you?
haven't noticed you being all sneaky these past few days. I know what you've been doing.
Caleb, that's cheating. You can't just use your eval to take it.
What's that skill
I knew it'd be in a
called?
style you really
Is it
like.
Is it called
Won't
telekinesis?
you put it on for me?
Where
Oh,
you
wait,
can
don't
like
you have hands?
float objects.
No,
and stuff?
I don't. Hurry, the train is about to leave.
If I see it's not with you next time, you'll be sorry.
Oh, hello, Ludis. Welcome to my stream. And thank you for the answer. I'm glad I didn't make a fool of myself. Yeah, so it's telekinesis.
Grandma.
Oh, she fell asleep while waiting.
Caleb. I'm in Zane's office? Sorry, Zane. I must have fallen asleep while waiting for you.
You do realize it is 11 p.m., right? I had to move you because you wouldn't wake up after 3 attempts.
I've been busy with missions.
No, she's too tired.
I do believe that there is a follow-up plan listed on your discharge summary. I suppose you didn't notice.
I don't remember my last... I don't remember my last choice.
If I don't busy myself, then I'll think of that day. I've been dreaming about them whenever I close my eyes.
I think being honest with him is good.
It's okay.
She should talk with someone.
I understand it's hard. You should do what you can while coping with your grief. Of course, you also need to make sure you aren't injured in the process. Caleb and your grandmother would want you to take good care of yourself.
It's all good. Sometimes making a fool of ourselves ends up being cute. Haha. I don't know. It just makes me so cringy. I mean, if it's me, it's fine if other people do it.
After the explosion, your cardiac function index significantly increased. It's most likely a result of the metaflux.
Cardiac function.
At least 3 months of rest and observation are required, but your circumstances called for me to make an exception. Seeing your current state, I regret discharging you early.
I just want to know why the explosion had to happen.
Take it.
Basically, you're saying that...
What is this?
Her heart is overworked,
Your
right?
grandmother asked that I give it to you. However, whether or not now is a good time... In any case, perhaps this has the answers you seek.
A letter? What else did Grandma say when she left the box with you?
Just to give it to you. Now you have everything you need. Go home and rest. Doctor's orders.
Wait, something's not right.
You're imagining things. Off you go now. Never mind. I'll see you off myself. Wait for me outside.
Oh.
Protofield is already being formed.
Impeccable timing. Wonderful.
This wanderer is stronger than the ones I've faced before. Sorry, can't follow Doctor's orders right now.
Let's just focus on the situation at hand.
Okay, since I already cleared the battle one, the battle scene, I'm just gonna skip this, okay? Because when you go into battles, the screen automatically turn to landscape mode, but in my OBS it cannot, like, it turns landscape, but like it cannot stay at the center, so I have to keep fixing it later.
Is Oxo Hospital's flux stabilizer broken or something? How did a wanderer manage to get in? Your hand.
It is evil.
Your evil is... Do you need help?
Keep your distance.
No, he's hurting.
Zane, you...
He's in pain. I don't know. I think last time I picked, I shouldn't pry. Should I pick something else? Maybe I'll try this one. You need a doctor.
You seem like you also need a doctor, huh?
I hope such a person exists.
Still, if this is a super important thing, why didn't Grandma give it to me sooner? I guess I'll never be able to ask her now. I'm going home. You don't need to come with me. I want to be alone for a while.
Diseases and accidents are inevitable. Some leave this world whether they want to or not. Don't stay trapped in the same place.
Wait, are you trying to make me feel better?
If it comforts you, even for a moment, then yes, I am.
See, so sweet.
Your condition is serious. No more delaying treatment.
A flashback to Grandma.
The time has come. The heavens have been more than kind to someone like
He was
me.
so cool in the beginning. Yeah.
Do you remember what you promised us? Well, if the worst case scenario happens, please take care of her on my behalf. You know, by helping her, you help yourself.
By helping her, you help yourself. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, so he has a promise with Grandma.
Even so, it shouldn't have come to this.
Oh, Zane is sad too. Okay, these are all battle stages. So we can go next to chapter 5. Is this another Zane chapter? Oh! Okay, I have to download first. I guess because I'm playing on PC, so even I've cleared all these chapters, I still have to download it back. Okay, while we wait, maybe I can talk to Raphael. Let's see. Do you also regret not eating something tasty in the morning? What are you eating? I tried spicy shrimp. I can recommend another restaurant for you. Okay. What? You're that hungry? And your answer is... How do you unlock Sylus? I haven't unlocked him yet. I think I have to. I think I can just I just play the new update. This one, the new story. So you can see I have. It's empty. There's only one chapter here. And then when you look at the other tab like this, okay, let's say I go to playtime, I can play games with each of them, but Sylus is not available for me yet because I haven't done his story. I have to do his story first. Okay, can start now. I press my thumb down on the lock and grandma box opens with a light mechanical clink. The lamp on the desk shines over yellowed papers. The ones at the top of the pile appear to contain experimental data with diagrams. I'm sorry if there's some noises in my mic because I have a lozenge in my mouth right now. Observation log. The subject's heart has been stable for the past 72 hours. Preliminary assessments indicate fusion with the ether core was successful. Okay. I kind of remember this part. AC fluctuation test number 1. The energy fluctuation value of the ether core has reached level 2. The subject's heart is stable. AC fluctuation test number 2. The energy fluctuation value of the ether core has reached level 3. The subject's heart is stable. Fusing a protocore with a human heart. Why did Grandma have records about an illegal experiment like this? It is also the first time I've heard a protocore called an ether core. Ah, so this is not a common protocore. Could it be related to the one the association is looking for? I jot down the name of this special protocore and continue to read the files. The next few sheets report similar data. The last sheet, however, is handwritten instead of typed. AC fluctuation test number 12. The energy fluctuation value of the ether core has reached level 7. The subject is showing abnormal signs. Warning, stop it! Okay, so this is the highest level they managed to do. The messy red handwriting ends with 3 startling exclamation marks. This looks like Grandma's handwriting. As I read the documents, a feeling of dread fills the room. I don't know if her grandma is a doctor or maybe a researcher. If the report is handwritten by her. Gender female, age 7-8, evil and Hausen class. This is the MC's evil and Hausen class. I don't know what it means though. And so far, maybe I forgot it. Maybe I forgot already, but I don't know what this evil is. Like Zane have ice evil and Xavier has light evil. But I don't know what Anhausen class is. There's no name in the subject information category, but there is enough to make an educated guess. Anhausen class evil. Could this test subject be? Questions and answers interlock like chains in my mind. The sweet grandma I knew has revealed a side of her I didn't know she had. Could the test subject in these records be me? As the initial shock subsides, I hesitate for a moment, then pick up the phone to call the only person who might have an answer.
Did something happen?
Zane, I need to ask you a question. Sensing the urgency in my voice, Zane's voice also becomes serious.
I'm listening.
It's about my heart. Is the protocol fragment in it the same as the ones in other protocol syndrome patients? I just went through the stuff Grandma left me. The voice on the other end of the phone is silent. Zane seems to be thinking about how to respond.
It certainly is a strange protocol fragment. After reviewing your condition, I've tried to find similar cases. But as far as I'm aware, you're the only one.
Is that because it's the other core? You're my primary care physician. Grandma also entrusted you to give me these papers. She must have a good reason.
It's only been 6 months since she passed. Regardless, aside from its name, I don't know much about it. The fragment in your heart has been there for a long time. Perhaps there's someone who can provide us with information. You remember Dr. Noah?
The person Zane is talking about was the previous chief medical officer of Exo Hospital. He's an old acquaintance of Grandma and Zane's teacher. He's also the first doctor to treat my heart disease. If anyone knows something about the files Grandma left, it's him.
Dr. Noah is currently doing a personal research project in Snowcrest. If you want to meet him, I can help you get in touch. However, the weather in that area has been quite unpredictable as of late. The train to Snowcrest is often unavailable. I suggest visiting him in 2 weeks.
I don't have the time. Alright, I'll think about it. I try my best to sound nonchalant, but I already made up my mind. Of course she's going. Of course she's going, even if there's no train available.
So you're already in the Arctic? Did anyone go with you?
Don't worry, I'm just going to relax at Snowcrest. I'll be back in a few days.
Really? That's good. If you kept working so much, they'd need to install an anti-workaholic mechanism in the watch. Have fun on your vacation!
Yeah, I'll get some souvenirs for you. I end the call with Tara. Outside, the blizzard has stopped. The sky appears more vivid than in other places. The dazzling blue hues cascade past the snow-capped mountains.
Ladies and gentlemen, we regret to inform you that the next train to Snowcrest has been cancelled. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh, bummer. We're currently in the middle of travel season. After hearing the announcement, the people on the platform drag their luggage back to the waiting room and grumble. After getting Dr. Noah's contact info from Zane yesterday, I immediately scheduled a meeting for today. Watching the time tick away on my phone, I approached the counter, unwilling to give up on my journey. Excuse me, are there other ways to get to Snowcrest besides taking the Boreas Express?
We still don't know if the train has been cancelled because of the weather or for another reason. For your safety, please wait.
1 cheesecake and 1 croissant, please. Thank you.
A familiar voice reaches my ears. Surprised, I turn around and spot Zane at a cafe nearby. Of course he has to be there. Zane! His fingers pause over the glass display. Zane looks at me, but he doesn't seem surprised.
It's you.
Yeah, it's me. I immediately regret calling out to him. I try to suppress my guilt and wave at him. I pretend it's just a normal day. Why are you here?
There's been a new development in Dr. Noah's research. He asked me to visit him a week ago.
After answering my poor excuse of a question, Zane's gaze shifts back to the freshly baked bread on the counter.
He's not as young as he used to be and can't always do things alone anymore. I help him whenever I'm not too busy with work. Would you like to eat something together?
Thanks. I'll get a sandwich then.
Sir, the 2 lattes you ordered are ready. Here are to go.
2? As Zane is about to pay, I beat him to it. It's on me, since we're both stuck at the station. Why don't we keep each other? I noticed the 2 lattes on the counter and suddenly realized there's something off. Why did you get 2 lattes? Yeah, why, Dr. Zane? He makes a soft and takes one of the lattes from me. The hot steam shrouds a smile on his face. Oh, that's cute.
Did I say we met by chance?
He can be so cheeky sometimes. Beyond expectations. There is only one flight from Lincoln City to the Arctic. It departs in the morning and arrives in the evening local time once a day. Snowcrest, where Dr. Noah is, isn't that far from this train station, but because of how undeveloped the transportation system is in this vast, sparsely populated region, we can only take this particular train to go there. The display screen hanging overhead shows rows and rows of red delay notices. The number of people in the waiting room decreases. People are starting to leave. As we wait, my mind recalls the files Grandma left me. There must be secrets behind it that are connected to me. Maybe it can also explain that explosion.
What are you thinking about?
Zane's voice interrupts my drifting thoughts. I force a smile. I'm thinking about what an ether core is, and why it was fused with my heart. What if I'm a dangerous experiment that escaped from a secret lab? Maybe armed men in suits will suddenly appear to take me away in a few seconds. Zane listens to my wild thoughts without interrupting me. Well, a few seconds have passed, and nothing happened.
Maybe you'll get your answers when we arrive in Snowcrest.
Zane gently comforts me, as if sensing my fear.
The protocore energy in your heart has always been stable. It can form an invisible shield to protect your heart when you're attacked. You also haven't become as weak as other patients with protocore syndrome. In other words, it's a power made just for you.
Oh, that's comforting. It was made just for me.
You won't have to worry about it anytime soon. You'll live for a long time, long enough to find out the truth.
I put my hand over my chest, trying to feel for anything weird with my heartbeat. Will the person who put the ether core in my heart want it back one day?
Ladies and gentlemen, we regret to inform you that the train to Snowcrest will be delayed until 11:30 a.m. tomorrow. We apologize for the inconvenience.
No more train today. Really, it will be that long?
I'm not surprised. We'll have to spend the night in a hotel near the station.
A group of fully geared hunters rushes past us. The evil railguns in their hands are glowing blue. They're clearly charged. To be armed, and is the delay be caused by wanderers?
Let's get going. Heard wanderers showed up in the dispatch center.
That sucks. I wanted to see the Aurora in Snowcrest.
They pick up their luggage and follow the very apologetic staff to a nearby hotel. I stay on the bench. Zane wants to get up, but stops after glancing at me.
Are we not leaving?
Those hunters are on a mission. They must have a way to get to wherever they need to go, no matter how bad the weather is. An idea pops into my mind. I grab Zane by the arm and chase after them. Let's help out! And then, after a battle, we continue.
Thanks a bunch. The dispatch center was quite crowded. Lincoln hunters like yourself have more experience in evacuating people and preparing for battle.
Don't mention it, we all learn from one another.
The magnetic field here is unique. Wanderers usually hang around the snowfield and mountains. They only started appearing in crowded places recently. It's probably because...
He smiles and trails off. That information is probably classified.
Judging from the scale of the damage at the dispatch center, no trains will be leaving from today onward.
Huh.
You guys are headed for Snowcrest, right? If you'd like, we can lend you a transport vehicle. It'll be bumpy, but it can traverse the snowy terrain.
You have my gratitude.
It's parked right outside the train station. Come with me.
It starts to snow outside. Zane and I stand in the freezing wind. A majestic four-dog sleigh is in front of us. The dogs are all handsome and have thick fur. Their height is around half an average person's.
What do you think? It's a specialty here. Treat it like a tourist experience.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay.
It's up to you now. My team is leaving. See ya!
Thank you, Arctic Hunter. Another cold gust blows past us. I look at Zane quietly and smile sheepishly. We won't be able to make it to Snowcrest tonight. Maybe we should just find a hotel nearby. Zane hops onto the sleigh and grabs the reins effortlessly with his gloved hands.
Get on.
He has experience. So you know how to drive. I mean, ride it.
Not all of my trips were accompanied by medical staff. I've ridden these sleighs a few times.
But those are actual dogs.
You're on the deluxe snow dog. The auto-driving system has been fully upgraded. Please select one of the following to start your adventure. Sightseeing. Full speed ahead. Children friendly.
It can talk? I stumble as I board the sleigh and almost fall onto the snow. Zane grabs my arm just in time. In the howling wind, Zane glances at me through his goggles. His voice, muffled by his scarf, carries a hint of mirth.
Shall we get going?
Please drive safely. After passing through the vast snowfields, the terrain becomes ever more mountainous. At the end of the horizon is Snowcrest shrouded in dust. The sleigh dogs start their journey back immediately. I rub my slightly windburned face and walk to Zane. Judging from how well you steered, you're definitely not someone who helps out a few times a year. You're like a local. What did Dr. Noah say? Should we go directly to him or...
He said he's busy at the moment and can't pick us up in person. But...
Zane pauses. Curious, I meet his gaze.
He's arranged our pickup ride.
A snow-white silhouette suddenly appears between us. Cute dog. What is that?
I almost forgot how clingy he is.
In response, the white creature leaps out from the flower bed and lands on Zane's luggage. Only now do I see it's a little white fox. Oh, it's a fox. Zin closes his eyes as if hit by a migraine. When he opens his eyes, his expression returns to normal.
You've gained weight, Pi.
Pi! You two know each other?
He is Dr. Noah's pickup ride.
How handy.
Pi.
The fox ignores Zane but paws at the canned pet food Zane had brought from Lincoln City. In this cold, soulless world where advanced technology reigns supreme, it's surprising to see gluttonous creatures like you. Here, eat as much as you want. I kneel down to pet the little fox head. He turns to rub against me affectionately before eating more food.
He loves food, but not the person who bought it.
Well, he's clever. A clever fox. Did Dr. Noah name him Pie because his favorite dessert is white pie?
When Dr. Noah adopted him, he ate 6 pies in one go.
Crazy. I can't help but chuckle. Zane lifts up Pie's right leg to check something. There's a little thing strapped to it. What is that?
A tag.
For a vaccination? I suddenly feel like Pie isn't simply Dr. Noah's pet. Zane has always kept a tight lid on his polar-related research. He calls it a vacation or a visit to his teacher. What has he and Dr. Noah been researching? And why does it have to be done in such a cold place? As I watch Zane brush off the crumbs from Pie's whiskers, my curiosity grows. Does it have anything
Pi
to
is
do with
very
his
special.
evil?
He's as intelligent as a 9-year-old child. Don't be fooled by his cute, innocent appearance.
With a poker face, Zane blocks Pie's attempt to pick up another can and taps the fox head.
You only get 1 can of snacks per day. Go on now.
Pie leads us swiftly through the streets. It takes a while, but we finally arrive at the place where Dr. Noah lives. Before we can enter the front yard, we hear the sound of some creature whining and struggling.
There, there. The pain is gone now.
Little animals run around, stirring up snow and dirt. An old man wearing a large coat comforts the polar mink in his arms.
Zane, what are you waiting for? Help me.
1 second.
Huh? There's a hint of metaflux in the air. Is it from the mink? Before I can ask, Zane traps a bunch of black furballs scurrying about the yard with an ice cage he creates.
Are there other escapees?
No. They messed up my yard again.
Zane catches another few animals in the same way and puts them back in their cages.
Does the antagonist no longer work?
Its effectiveness was shortened by a week. It seems the metaflux around this area is increasing again. Oh, hello. Long time no see.
Dr. Noah does off the snow on his knees, gets up, and walks over with a wide smile on his face.
Come on in. It'll be warmer inside. How's the fish? It's not much, but I caught it myself.
This is the first time I've eaten a very sweet fish. It has a unique flavor.
Dr. Noah is very old, so his taste buds don't work anymore.
Does it mean his cooking is not good? After dinner, we sit in front of the fireplace together. Having eaten his fill, Pie sleeps between me and Zane. I guess he put his cooking was too sweet. Dr. Noah puts on his spectacles and studies the files I brought.
So your grandmother told you everything?
All she left me was this box of files. The rest I can only speculate. Is the protocore in my heart really an ether core? And was it placed there on purpose?
I don't know why or how the process was done, but in regards to the protocore, even a minimally invasive surgery can leave behind traces.
So even Dr. Noah doesn't know the whole story. Dr. Noah looks up at me with expectant eyes.
If I had to guess, it might be your innate strength.
How can that?
There are countless, seemingly impossible hypotheses behind every scientific conclusion. Before the Evol gene emerged, no one believed they could wield the power of nature.
But all experiments have a purpose. What could the ether core in my heart possibly prove?
What were they trying to prove?
The old man laughs dryly and shakes his head.
Why do you think people want to go inside the deep space tunnel? Some things are attractive by simply existing. Unraveling the unknown is a purpose in and of itself. Some are willing to do anything to achieve their goals. So, don't let anyone know about your ether core.
Well, I haven't told everyone. Grandma is. I try to suppress the pain in my heart and compose myself. The person responsible for this will find me sooner or later. That's why I need to know what makes the other core so special. You say there are people willing to do anything to achieve their goals. Who exactly?
Ether was originally something philosophers came up with. The fifth element, so to speak. No one can prove or disprove ether exists. Maybe that's the reason your grandmother called it ether. A mysterious energy that surpasses the other protocores. Anyone who knows about it will desire it.
And anyone who has it will pay the price. The ether core is at the center of an intricate web. What happened to my family is just one thread of it. As if sensing my thoughts, Dr. Noah gently pats me on the shoulder.
Don't worry about it too much. They shouldn't be able to find you anytime soon. The amount of energy in your heart right now is far less than what the experimental data shows. It's possible an accident occurred in the final experiment, which reduced the Aether Core's power.
Reduce the power?
I'm just guessing. This is beyond my field of expertise.
Who else knows about the experiments?
To better understand your heart's condition, I tried to contact those researchers privately. But most had either died or disappeared. It'd be hard to find any of them today. I do recall your grandmother mentioning one had run away to, N109 zone. They joined Onychinus.
Ah, now I remember why the MC wants to get here to the N109 zone. Onychinus. And Sylus is the leader of Onychinus. It was mentioned in the previous chapters. Onychinus. I didn't expect to hear that name from him, but after giving it some thought, it makes sense.
Their fellow researchers started dying or disappearing soon after that.
That's a little scary. I only knew Grandma used to do scientific research. Oh, so Grandma is a researcher. But she never mentioned what she researched. Our home also didn't have any hints about her past. Dr. Noah, I have one last question about Grandma. Was she the person who put the ether core in my heart?
I don't know. I know very little about your grandmother. But not everyone is lucky enough to do what's right in the beginning. We can only hope we'd have the chance to turn it into something we won't regret.
Dr. Noah puts all the files back into the box and hands it to me.
Maybe this is the choice she made.
Snowy tranquility. In the stillness of night, all is quiet except for the muffled crackling of the fireplace. Occasionally, a few sparks pop out from the flames, making a crisp sound. After tossing and turning in my bed, I decided to sit in front of the fireplace and go through the files left by Grandma. The Ether Core, energy incomparable to other protocores. Grandma knew someone might target people related to Ether Cores. Is that why she kept me in the dark for so long? What should I do now? While my mind is a tangled mess, I hear a rhythmic tapping sound from the French windows. As I turn, I see Zane standing there with a thin layer of snow on his hair. He was from outside. Aurora. Oh, he's taking us to see the Aurora tonight?
The weather forecast predicted heavy snowfall with cloudy skies, and the KP index is low. It's unlikely we'll see an aurora.
Then why did you...
When visiting for the first time, an aurora is required to make the trip worthwhile. Look, the snow has stopped. Only at the very end will someone know if there is a watershed moment.
Until the very end.
That's very nice of him.
Yet, Grandma and those researchers...
That he is taking us outside and wait for the aurora.
But there are people who persist until the very end, only to be defeated.
I meant the aurora.
Same. What's that over there?
Mount Eternal.
Oh. I remember. It had an anomalous protofield a few years back. Dr. Noah chose to live here in the Arctic. For your research project, right?
Not necessarily. My friend sacrificed himself during the protofield anomaly that took place here.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Is there more to his sacrifice? Like a secret?
It was an accident. It's already in the past.
He was so sad.
Do you think the pain caused by death can truly be forgotten with time?
It cannot. Time can't heal everything, nor can someone simply forget the pain. However, people can become accustomed to sorrow.
But time has helped you and Dr. Noah find things worth living for, hasn't it?
The aurora.
You're right. An aurora is required to make an Arctic trip worthwhile. It's a shame we can only enjoy it for a few moments.
If you're sad, let this stay behind to appreciate the aurora in your place.
He's making something cute for her.
Is that snowman supposed to be me?
More
Are
like
you going
Zane.
to stay in Snowcrest for a while longer? Well, I'll leave this with you then. Will the snowman remind you of me?
No.
No?
However, when I do think of you, I'll just call.
Oh,
To
that's
give me more
better.
doctor's orders? You're a very dedicated physician.
After you leave here and return home, you'll likely be quite busy.
Yeah, busy busy learning about the secrets of the Ether Core and Onychinus. Let's hope that both of us can find the truth we seek.
This is one of my favorite stories because of how soft and honest Zane is in this part of the story. It makes him feels warmer. I'm going back to sleep. Good night.
Good night.
I bid farewell to Zane once we return to the living room. The aurora might have actually put me at ease. A wave of tiredness overwhelms me.
Wait.
He picks up the documents scattered on the sofa. Then he quickly organizes them and hands them to me.
Here. These documents contain information about the energy in your heart and its connection to the Ether Core. If they're leaked, you might become Onychinus' next target.
I know. But why would they kill researchers who work with an Ether Core? They want to keep its existence a secret?
Perhaps they don't want anyone else to get their hands on it, as they try to obtain one for themselves. Or there are Ether Cores already in their possession, and they're currently trying to keep it secret.
I pause for a moment and then grab the documents from Zane's hand.
What is it?
You said there could be Ether Cores in Onychinus' possession, right? I quickly flip through the documents, and an idea forms in my mind.
I was only speculating.
No, you might be onto something. Found it. Energy at rest, 3021.7 EV. This is my heart's minimum energy output value that corresponds to the ground state of the Ether Core. It dawns on me. I lift my arm and use the Hunter's Watch to look through the database on that protocol I found in the no-hunt zone. (3019.9 EV). The protocurve of that protocol and the energy value in its ground state is close to the energy value of the Ether Core in my heart. Meanwhile, the energy value for ordinary protocors is around 2500 EV. This can't be a coincidence. That protocol is the result of Onychinus using an Ether Core to modify it. Ah, so they probably do have the Ether Core. As Dr. Noah said, the Ether Cores could already be in Onychinus' hands. A cheerful cry snaps me back to reality. Pi circles around me twice and curiously paws at the luggage by my feet.
It took a lot of effort to get here. Why not stay for a few more days?
Thank you, but I want to go back home and double check something. When I have time, I'll visit you again. Then I'll stay until you beg me to leave.
Great. I'll hold you to it. I called a friend. He'll take you to the train station in a bit.
Pi.
Zane walks out of the house, carrying his belongings, and beckons Pi to his side.
All set?
Mm-hmm. It's freezing. Please go back inside. Pi will be my guide.
Zane exchanges a few words in a low voice with Dr. Noah, and then walks over to me.
Stay safe.
You really aren't coming with me?
What? Did you think I was joking when I said I was here on business?
No, not really. I shift my gaze, the distant snowy mountain in a deep slumber. For some reason, hearing that Zane plans to venture deep into Mount Eternal reminds me of what he mentioned last night. I still feel uneasy. You take care of yourself and Pi.
I will.
Pi barks twice at the entrance, and Zane nods to Dr. Noah before turning around and leaving. As daybreak arrives, everything else is still sleeping. His figure disappears, step by step, as he heads to the wintry mountain. In boundless white, he stands out like a lone stroke of black paint on a blank canvas, adding a touch of depth and beauty to pure scenery. I blink and notice my vision has become slightly blurry. I rub my eyes and see tiny snowflakes. It's snowing again. That was actually quite sad. I mean, we're not gonna separate forever or anything, but it does capture the feeling of, I don't know, the sadness of saying goodbye. Chapter 6, Endless Night. So this is more on Xavier. Oh. I'll take a sip of water while it downloads. Maybe do something else. What can I do? Okay. I have some stamina, which I can spend to get some materials to level up my cards. These are all so tedious, which is why I stopped playing for a long time. But then they updated with a new story, and then I'm excited to play again. Okay, let's level up this card. This one. Yay, I got a ticket. Okay. Nice. How about Xavier? I don't have any more 5-star cards. Okay, I'll level up this one. Oh, I see. Can you please show some of the cards? Yeah, sure. But where should I show it? Maybe from here? This is where you can see all the cards. So if you want to unlock all the main stories, there will be some battles, right? And then to clear those battles, you need to level up yourself, and you have to consistently level up your cards as well. So having a 5-star cards is very good for the battles. Currently I'm really low on Xavier's 5-star cards. I have a lot of the 4-star ones, and the rest are 3 stars. These are Zane's. I have a few of 5-star ones, and each card have this color. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's Stellactrum. So each battles, the monsters have their colors, and if you choose the cards that corresponds to the monster's colors, so you'll be stronger. The attacks will be stronger. This is Zane's card from the Misty Invasion that I got. The only card that I got from the Misty Invasion update. And I'm glad I got Zane ones. The art are so beautiful. Like that. And you can download it and make it like your phone wallpaper. Or some people like to print it out and make like a card collection album. And this one's Raphael. For some reason, I have a lot of 5 stars of Raphael's. I was like, Raphael, stop! I need 5-star cards for Xavier and Zane too. Okay, rather than this one, I'll show you guys this here. So when you got those cards, you can unlock a lot of content for each characters. So this one from the Misty Invasion card, this one from other card, and then you can see the event behind the card from here. So all these unlocked ones, I didn't get the card yet, but it's gacha, so you can't tell if you're ever able to get this. And then there's the myth one. The myth one is the story of their past lives, and the story is really fun. I really enjoyed the story. For Zane's story, I got really frustrated because the card that I have only unlocks like half of this story. So I need to have another card to fully finish this Tower of Secrets. And then you also get anecdotes. Anecdotes is, I don't remember if it's from cards or you unlock them from leveling up. These are also like more details on their backstories. There's really a lot of content. And then there's this by your side is audio content. It's kind of like ASMR. Like there's a story but they're voiced. There's also tender moments, which is kind of like essays. Do I have anything that I've downloaded? Okay. Well, it's kind of like an essay, but you can only listen to, like, the lines are only voiced by Zane. Oh yeah, I wanted to show how much Raphael I have. Look, I have so much unlocked. I think there are some that I haven't watched yet. Yeah, I haven't watched these two. As for... oh no. As for Xavier, I have nothing unlocked here. Nothing. I haven't read this one yet. These two... I think I've read this both. What is this? Oh, upgrade my memory. Okay. I'm going to continue with the story. Let me see. This is chapter... what was it again? 6. It's chapter 6. Chapter 7 is Raphael's. Okay, let's finish this chapter first. On the day after returning to Lincoln City, I went through the application process to access all available databases in the association. However, the word Onychinus was...
Sorry, no relevant data entries can be found. Please use another database and try again.
No info on Onychinus? How? It didn't seem like a secret since Captain Jenna mentioned them before. Are there hidden research results? I try again and type N109 zone.
51 relevant data entries found.
That's quite a lot. The N109 zone, once a hub for technological advancement, was destroyed during the disaster 14 years ago. It became a wasteland. The protofield has engulfed the Nohan zone, isolating it from the outside world. Wanderers and fog act as a natural barrier, rendering this area free from the government's and the association's jurisdiction. Over time, countless misfits and exiles risk their lives to enter the N109 zone. Various factions now exist in an area where violence and crime are the norm. The N01... What am I saying? The N109 zone is now a lawless place, where morality is unheard of. Text continues to appear on the screen. As I quickly skim, my disappointment only grows. All of this is vague information. I won't find any list on N109 zone from the association. I sigh and end my search. Suddenly, Tara's face appears in front of me.
Hey! So, how was Snowcrest? Did you have fun?
Yes. Tara! I grabbed the souvenir I brought back. The aurora was amazing, the mountains were beautiful, and there was this...
You actually remembered?
She happily accepts the souvenir and then leans in.
I noticed you were looking into the N109 zone. Got a new mission already? That's a place even veteran hunters won't touch. Shouldn't Captain Jenna be extra prepared before heading in?
The fewer people involved with Onychinus and District N109, the better. I hesitate for a moment, then beat around the bush. I was just curious. Even if Captain Jenna gave me the mission in person, I would accept it. Haha.
I see. But I heard the people in the N109 zone are too busy cleaning up their own mess. They won't be causing trouble anytime soon.
What do you mean?
About a month ago, not long after our last mission ended, there was quite a spectacle in the N109 zone. Numerous deals were being made on the black market. A whole bunch of protocores were all cleaned out without a trace. And you know how the black market runs. Weapon augmentations, human experiments, medical research? They rely on protocores.
Who did it?
No one knows. But according to the rumors...
It's Lumiere.
A chair slides into the space between Tara and me. Okay, gossip time.
Nero, when did you get in here?
Lumiere?
Yeah. Aside from him, nobody can just go in and out of the N109 zone.
He pushes up his glasses, a glint of excitement flashing in his eyes.
Don't you know who he is? He's a mysterious hunter who appeared during the disaster 14 years ago. He was the first person to successfully kill a Wanderer. The Wanderer was really stunning. I mean, formidable. It's known as a...
I know Lumiere. And it's possible we met before. Although my memory is a bit fuzzy, I still remember that rusty red rain. I could only see the shadow of a wanderer, but then a beam of light saved me. Still, I have no idea who protected me. But Lumiere hasn't shown up in ages. He's just an urban legend now. To enter the N109 zone just for protocars? Are you sure it's him?
99.9% sure. I heard that after he left the black market, he was on one of N109 zone's skyscrapers, destroying protocors like he was setting off fireworks.
How can he say the N109 so quickly? I struggle so much to pronounce this.
Only he would be bold enough to provoke everyone in the N109 zone.
N109, N109, N109. Destroying protocars? It almost reminds me of...
It sucks that Lumiere's whereabouts are always shrouded in mystery. If we found him, wouldn't places like the N109 zone be under our control?
To find Lumiere. Tara's lighthearted joke gives me an idea.
Dear passengers, this is the last train heading to the Lincoln Botanical Garden for the day. If you wish to visit the Lincoln Botanical
Honestly,
Garden,
once you guys
please board this
saw
train.
the picture of Lumiere, it wasn't a mystery at all. You can tell right away who Lumiere is. It's kind of like Clark Kent and Superman. They don't really how do I say it in English? They don't really look that different.
His whereabouts are unknown. It makes sense. It's hard to find someone after they disappear for years. Oh, Xavier?
Sleepy boy.
Oh no.
Oh.
That was close.
You.
Don't get the wrong idea. I just...
Ouch.
I'm sorry.
Gasp, I was surprised. You mean about the Lumiere? Yeah, surprise indeed.
This is the last train of the day. Passengers who wish to
Now that I
depart,
think about
please
it,
be aware.
I haven't seen Xavier in over a month. A lot of things have happened since then.
Is there something outside?
No.
I never thought I'd bump into you on the subway.
Same. Now I'm worried about what will happen next. Please don't say we're about to find ourselves in some crisis. You won't, right?
Sorry, but there is a crisis. I'm really hungry, and all the stores are closed.
Maybe it's because
so
Wanderers
silly.
have been more active lately.
Anyway, why are you just going home now?
I was thinking about stuff, got distracted, and missed a bunch of trains.
Try not to ponder while in dangerous places next time.
What? Wait, this train isn't going to eat me alive, is it?
Haven't you heard of the urban legend? After midnight, an empty train will appear. Anyone unlucky enough to ride it will be dragged into the depths of the abyss.
Uh-huh.
It will be midnight in 30 seconds. If we don't get off here, we'll be trapped in the abyss.
Another ghost story.
Do you like telling ghost stories? I take this train all the time. I've never encountered anything out of the ordinary.
If something strange does happen, I hope you still have the guts.
Speaking of which, why does it feel like we've been on this train for a while? We should have reached the next stop by now.
This is West Garden Station. Doors
West
will
Garden
open on the
Station?
right.
That can't be right.
In an orderly fashion.
I boarded the train here. Something's off, Xavier. Let's get out here and...
Don't. If you get off the train, you'll be stuck with no way out.
That can't be because of a ghost, right? Nope, not a ghost. It's a wanderer.
Watch out.
A lot of fun exchange. Xavier can be funny. He's a little weird.
Nope, not a ghost. It's a wanderer.
Watch out.
That was a cool. Oh no, I missed it. I wanted to screenshot that.
Over there. Xavier, the wanderer is hiding in the glass.
Not that side.
Oh no.
You okay?
I'm fine. I'm not hurt. Was it just my imagination?
This is West Garden Station. Doors will
Again
open
with the
on
West
right.
Garden Station.
Please exit
This
in an
train is
orderly
stuck in a
fashion.
loop. A piece of mirror.
The train is trapped within an invisible mirror. That wanderer can travel between glass and mirrors. Find it, otherwise the train will keep going in circles forever.
But there are so many windows. Where do we start?
We just... Don't let it hide.
That was cool. Falling asleep again.
Dear passengers,
Is the flux nexus
train
related to the
reached its
appearance
final
of Test
stop,
Hadley
and
Polka?
the station will now be closing. We ask all those who have yet to leave
Oh,
to do so as soon as
all the
possible.
windows are
That
broken.
was ever so
See you
cool.
again.
Yeah, I almost forgot that he can be cool too. Maybe because I've always like paid too much attention to Zane. I forgot that Xavier
It's
can be
just
cool.
that I wanted us to look for it carefully. I didn't expect you to.
What can I say? I was exhausted. But yeah, it wasn't a good plan.
It's okay. I also feel responsible. We'll bear the consequences together. Xavier?
He's asleep.
He can fall asleep while standing up?
Sometimes I wonder if his habit of sleeping a lot has to do with the fact that he's an alien or something.
Fighting while exhausted and hungry? You're the most dedicated hunter I've seen.
It was on the way. I didn't expect to be so exhausted.
He was so
It
unbothered
was
though.
killed by Lumiere 14 years ago, and no others have appeared since? Lumiere? His name keeps showing up.
Lumiere?
Yeah, the database says Tezcatlipoca was a troublesome wanderer that appeared 14 years ago. Lumiere was the one who killed it. And this time, when it appeared, you...
Yeah, no. He's totally not Lumiere. This game is so immersive. Yeah, it's fun, right? It's fun, but the only thing I hate it is how grindy it has to be in order to level up and stuff. I'm so lazy.
Xavier, you're not Lumiere, right?
He appeared 14 years ago. Should be in his 40s by now. And rumor has it that he's a Tenebrae now.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear, especially when someone like him is involved. And I was kidding. You can't be him. You don't look like someone in his 40s.
Why do you need to meet him?
I wouldn't say that. I'm just trying my luck.
Only one to walk out of the N109 zone unscathed. Wiped out 3 important factions in the N109 zone overnight? You believe that?
I'm just curious. If he can waltz into a dangerous place like the N109 zone and leave without a scratch, he must know a lot.
Even if he's in the know, he might not remember much if he has a bad memory. But the more important thing here is, are you interested in him or the N109 zone?
Is that jealous?
Did you forget what Captain Jenna said? If we want to investigate the modified protocore, we need to look into Onychinus and the N109 zone.
The mission doesn't require you to go there.
I wasn't planning to. I thought I'd take a quick peek.
Really?
I'm well aware it's an area you can't just visit because you feel like it.
It's a dangerous place. One mistake and you forfeit your life, if you really want to go. Then you either have to have strength, or you have to blend in.
Care to explain?
It's like a melting pot. Everyone knows where people's loyalties lie, so they only acknowledge their allies. If you can't use brute force, blending in is the easiest way. But it's also quite the challenge.
How do you know all this?
This stuff isn't top secret. One just needs to dig a little.
Yet, no one said anything about it to me before.
That's enough gossiping for today. This is my house. You should head home too. The sooner the better.
Actually, I live here. In this building.
Oh, I thought Xavier already know.
Never would have expected this. Xavier lives on the floor above me. It's not surprising. A lot of hunters live around here. But the fact that we're only separated by a floor is a bit too coincidental.
Actually, I moved in over 6 months ago, so that makes you more suspicious compared to me.
Oh, she moved in recently.
But you know an awful lot about the N109 zone. Are you sure you're not the suspicious one here?
Well, what about you?
Huh?
Is your interest in the N109 zone only related to the modified protocore?
Okay, yeah,
He
I
sure
do
knows
wanna
how
go.
to dodge.
There's something I need to do there. Could you give me some more info? If it's not too much trouble, of course.
Whenever we get suspicious, he knows he dodged like really smoothly.
Is that a yes? Or...
If you're so curious, we can meet up tomorrow.
Really?
It's no problem as long as I get a good night's sleep.
I thought you'd be wide awake right now. Great. Well, thanks in advance. Good night.
Tomorrow then.
Outside, a flock of birds flies over the apartment, like a cloud of ink spilling onto the sky. It's 11 a.m. now. Xavier should already be awake, right? Worried that he isn't, I pace back and forth for another hour. Then I, feeling antsy, immediately head upstairs. Even when I'm outside Unit 602, I still can't believe Xavier is basically my neighbor. Knock knock.
You're here early.
Early, he says. Xavier yawns, looking almost harmless in his simple white sweater. He's a very,
Orange
very
juice, coffee,
sleepy
or
boy.
water?
Orange juice, coffee, or water?
Are you thirsty?
He's so laid back. He takes 2 matching mugs from the cabinet and heads into the kitchen. It seems like he just woke up. His hair is disheveled, strands sticking out from the back of his head. Water is fine.
Ice or no ice?
It's okay. Xavier, I'm here because...
My place is a bit of a mess. You can sit anywhere though. Do you want some breakfast? Fried eggs and toast? Oh, I'm out of eggs. Are sausages okay?
Thank you, but I'm not hungry. Also, it's almost noon. I scoot to the edge of the couch, eager to get down to business. I spent all night thinking that you and Lumiere are definitely connected. Ever since we met, you've been constantly looking for something. You just destroy protocols as if they're nothing when hunters know how important they are. You can kill a wanderer that even a group of hunters would struggle against. Not to mention, the gossip you heard about the N109 zone is more in-depth than the info in the association's databases. At the abandoned research base and in Nohan Zone number 7, maybe your goal aligns with mine as well as Onychinus's. Xavier looks at me quietly, then flashes a faint smile.
So, are you here to confirm my connection to Lumiere? Or are you here for something in the N109 zone?
It doesn't matter. I'm just gathering information in a roundabout way. I would really appreciate it if you could give me some ideas. Xavier lowers his gaze, seemingly lost in thought as he stares at his slippers. Then he breaks the silence with a question.
The protocore we found in the no-hunt zone had a red protocurve. Do you know why?
Because they're modified, right? The air seems to freeze for a moment. I feel like I've grasped the unspoken meaning behind his words. He will only reveal his cards when he's certain I'm on the same page as him. I take a deep breath and say, "It's an either core, right?" Ah, so it's either core. Okay, the last one on this chapter. Hearing the words either core, Xavier's eyes widen, a hint of indiscernible emotion appearing. Yet he soon returns to being nonchalant.
Yes. The modified protocores in the abandoned research base at no-hunt zone number 7 possess energy derived from an ether core.
How can the Hunters Association not be aware of them? He thinks for a moment before shaking his head.
They aren't for now. The Hunters Association only knows it holds powerful energy, but they don't have the means to analyze it. They won't be making any progress on that front for a while.
Why didn't you tell them?
You didn't tell them either, right?
He remains calm as he avoids answering my question.
Everyone has secrets, and their reasons for doing things. Regardless, I won't be your enemy. And it appears you have more secrets than me. The reason you want to investigate the N109 zone was because of your family. Am I wrong?
You also heard about it. I take a deep breath and look into his eyes. The secret surrounding the Ether Core can explain what happened to me and them. But since we both want to look into this, even if you aren't my enemy now, you might be later. Distressed, Xavier furrows his brow. I silently apologize to him in my heart. Suddenly he grabs my arm and the user interface for the Hunter's Watch appears.
Xavier has requested to synchronize access privileges. Accept?
Before I can react, Xavier accepts the request on my watch.
Synchronizing access privileges. Please wait.
He's giving her access to... I don't remember.
Synchronization complete. Your current access privileges are at the highest level.
Oh.
You can use the best training grounds available. Use the S-Rank database and request weapons from Armory 0001 through 0005.
So he's sharing his privilege with her. I'm stunned with an air of serenity. Xavier smiles at me.
Now do you trust me?
You gave me access privileges just like that? You should have thought about it some more.
They expire in 24 hours. You have 23 hours and 59 minutes remaining.
I quickly stand up and get ready to leave. I take a few steps before turning around. Thank you.
You're welcome. Nothing in this world can be fully explained. Still, I hope you find out the truth.
Leaning against the bookshelf, he waves. As soon as I reach the door, a strange scent catches my attention. I turn around again.
Did you forget something?
Xavier, what's that smell? Oh no, he's cooking. Something is burning. You must have left the oven on.
Oops.
See, he's a little quirky. Quirky, but the calm version. Okay, I'm going to probably I was thinking to do like a few parts of this chapter and then end the stream, but this chapter doesn't seem too long. Maybe I can finish it tonight. Let's see. Yeah, I agree. Xavier is kind of quirky, lol. And he's cute. I don't know how long it will take to read all the parts. Compared to this one has 11 parts. And this one has... Oh, it's basically the same. It has 11 parts too for the story. The art graphics is so pretty in this game. Yeah, it is. Even the background art is so beautiful. It really makes the immersiveness much more effective, you know? Because the world building is so solid. Okay, let's go. Raphael time! Thanks to Xavier temporarily synchronizing our access privileges, I'm able to use the highest ranked database in the Hunters Association. Did you manage to read Raphael's chapter from my previous stream, Mountain Lake? I mean the chapter where we first meet him. Located in the heart of Lincoln City, a man in his 50s was murdered in a luxurious apartment. The killer has never been caught. All the evidence points to Onychinus, but it's still not enough to be certain. An unsolved case. If Onychinus is the culprit, then they're clearly able to manipulate the media, but they didn't. Maybe they're trying to send a message. Let me read that again. Oh, from 2 years ago. I see. Even though the association blocked all insider channels, there are some encrypted ones. For a small fee, a person can locate the source. No, I didn't get to watch Raphael's part, unfortunately. Oh, it's okay. I think he will appear soon. Connecting. Please do not turn. Hi. All I got is a single crime scene photo and a bad audio clip. Still want them? Yeah. Why are you looking into Onychinus? Got a score to settle? Wasn't there a policy about not asking the past? Okay. A photo and an audio file. Accept? Yes. The photo finishes downloading, it takes up the entire screen. There is a room filled with classical furniture. An untouched bottle of expensive wine sits on the nightstand. It appears its owner died before he could have a chance to celebrate. Wearing a bathrobe, a man lies motionless by the door. The intricately embroidered carpet beneath him is soaked in dark red blood. A wisp of smoke slowly spirals out from the bullet hole in his chest, like a crimson carnation blooms from his blood-soaked shirt. The photo was apparently taken just before the feed was cut, but no weapons or traces were left behind at the crime scene. The police investigation reveals that aside from the victim, there were 3 other individuals. How do they know? The recording had the sounds of footsteps from 2 people along with a conversation. Who was the victim? They say he's an important researcher for Ever's biopharmaceutical company. Have you heard of Ever before? They're a well-known name. Have I? I don't remember. Onychinus wouldn't leave behind an obvious trail. They must have done it intentionally to warn or threaten certain individuals. After thinking about it some more, I decided to play the audio file again. I'm so curious which of the 4 main characters is most popular. I think Sylus is quite popular right now. Sylus is the latest addition, and they say that after he was released, like the amount of people downloading the game is about or almost the same amount of people downloading the game when it was first released. So it was really popular. And then recently I was on Reddit, on Love and Deepspace Reddit. I like to read the posts there. Like people, someone was asking like who's the most popular, and it differs in different countries. Like they said in China, Raphael was more popular, and Zane was the least popular. But in the West, Zane is the most popular, and now I think Sylus is probably up there too, along with Zane. And then Xavier has like very dedicated fans. I saw them like they rent a whole LED advertisement boards in the mall to celebrate Xavier's birthday. Personally, I think that's a little excessive for a fictional character, but okay, I guess. Different country preferences is so interesting. Yeah, I think I found that amusing too. After thinking about it some more, I decided to play the audio file again.
You don't even know what I'm talking about. Well, you won't have to worry about it now.
Yeep. Creepy. I keep replaying the clip over and over, trying to etch this voice into my memory. As my cursor is about to click the X in the top right hand corner, a new message stops me. Are you interested in the N109 zone because you're looking for work? A new bounty has been put up. Want to take a look? Let me earn that referral payment. Who's the target? I want to think about it first. User 23412 has requested to send an image. Accept? Yes. I didn't remember this. Raphael is a wanted man in the black market. Dead or alive? What is this? 24 million. After seeing the photo, a chill runs down my spine. Okay, Sassy. The person in the photo is Raphael. Raphael can be pretty shady too. Because he kinda hangs around the underground, the black market. They pick a good photo for the wanted poster, yeah. Probably like a magazine shoot or something. Oh, we're here at Raphael's studio. Raphael's front door is slightly open, similar to how it was during my last visit. A sliver of light peeks through the gap. Oh, let me just summarize from the chapter that we first met Raphael. Basically, we went here to investigate about the metaflux thingy from his painting, and it came from one of the materials of his painting. And then there was a wanderer in his studio, and then we both fight the wanderer, and then Raphael offered me to be his bodyguard to, okay, I already forget, to what, maybe in exchange for us to investigate, to continue the investigation, probably. If anyone knows, please correct me. I have goldfish memory. Raphael's front door is slightly open, similar to how it was during my last visit. A sliver of light peeks through the gap. I gently push the door and watch my step. Sculptures, easels, and art supplies are everywhere. Raphael is on the floor. He's not moving. So his studio is always messy. Raphael! Thanks for the recap. You're welcome. No problem. I quickly approach him and lean down. Our faces a breath apart. Raphael's expression is peaceful, as if he's lost in a dream. I put my finger near his nose and feel his soft breath against my skin. He's still alive. He must have like sleep just sprawled on a random spot on the floor. A breeze passes the white curtains by the window and litters the floor with sheets of drawing paper. I bend down to pick one up. Some of the messy sketches depict splendid architecture, others surging waves. Some sketches are so abstract that I can't tell what they are. They do share one thing in common, however. Written on the bottom right-hand corner is a tiny word, Lemuria. He's awake. Still sleepy, he looks my way with a half-lidded gaze. I step back and knock over a pot filled with brushes. Liquid spills, lush green trees, blue skies, and white clouds from outside reflected on its surface. Oh, that's
You're
messy.
here?
Raphael, are you okay? After staring at me for a long time, Raphael suddenly moves his head and holds out his hand. What are you doing?
Pull me up.
Can you do it yourself?
Hurry. Help me get off the floor.
Help him. The moment I take his hand, Raphael yanks me down. You! What a prankster.
You're really nice. You worry about my well-being and even accompany me to lunch. So, did you see anything suspicious?
Everyone was staring at the haphazardly parked sports car outside.
Isn't it awesome? My car installation art. It's one of a kind.
They're all his cars. Well, he's rich. Now what? There's a crowd swarming your car. How can we leave?
Having a bunch of people is the best cover. If anything dangerous shows up, we ditch the car and sprint through the back door. It's like vanishing into thin air.
I take a deep breath to calm myself. You already knew the people in the N109 zone were targeting you?
Yeah, it's a long story. But to make a long story short, someone in the N109 zone wanted me to paint a painting, but I told them no.
Out of nowhere, Raphael pulls out a carbon fiber pen, smooths out a napkin on the table, and starts doodling. They want to kill you over a painting? Is your art really that special?
Well, yeah. They discovered the secret message in my painting, which would lead them to their heart's desire.
I haven't seen many of Raphael's paintings, but the one at Raymond's house left a lasting impression on me. I recall my memories of that time and I realized an important clue. Is what you're after related to the illusion in your painting? His pen stops moving, and it creates a large blot of ink on the napkin.
An illusion? What did you see?
I saw a young girl on the beach. She was singing a song I didn't understand. It sounded sad. Is the painting special because you used the coral stone from that day?
Yup. I heard it's kinda rare. It was found near the bottom of the ocean, in a place called Lemuria.
Lemuria.
That location is brimming with rare treasures. Even a tiny bit of coral can make you feel like you're in a world of dreams. If you grind the coral stone into pigment, you can immerse the viewer in a pretty dream created by the artist.
He speaks of his crazy story, but his voice doesn't waver. He seems to be telling the truth. I have no choice but to hide my skepticism. Raphael twirls his pen between his fingers, then looks into my eyes.
Anyway, guess you're not here because you're concerned about my safety, yeah?
Raphael, we have a bounty on your head from the N109 zone. That means you've heard about it before. I need to go there and find something. It's really important. Aside from barging in, I don't know how to enter that place. My hint is as clear as day, but after giving it some thought, Raphael shakes his head. His expression is one of nonchalance.
Lincoln has become even more dangerous, and now you're talking about entering a labyrinth? Forget about it. A hunter like you just going in there is like a lamb walking into a tiger's den.
His words leave me disheartened, but he isn't wrong. Since you're safe and sound, I'll get going. Just as I'm about to get up from my chair, Raphael grabs my hand.
Wait.
Huh?
Someone's following us.
Raphael loosens his grip. He speaks as he sets down his pen and pushes a napkin toward me. With a few strokes, he sketches a layout of the restaurant on it. A man wearing a black jacket sits behind us to the right. He's slouching, perfectly hidden behind a potted plant. He's already here?
Not sure. But since he's acting all shady, he's definitely not one of my fans.
I raise my arm and activate the watch on my wrist. A palm-sized holographic map appears before Raphael and me. We'll sneak out from the back, run through the mall, and exit on the north side. Then we'll circle around until we reach an alley behind the flower shop.
You know, you're a really good hunter.
When you see the big picture, you need to use some bait. I look up, noting the passing crowd reflected in the window. A group of high school students who just got off school trickle through the door. It's time.
Damn it! How did he manage to slip away again?
Hey.
Who are you?
Lacks a weapon and any sort of defensive gear. Aside from pretending to act tough, he's not trained. If he's a professional hitman, he's really, really pathetic.
It could all be an act, you know. Knocking him down in one fell swoop. Want to do an encore?
A middle-aged man wearing a mask is huddled in the corner, his body shaking as he hears those words. He's the epitome of anxiety.
I'm not a murderer! I'm just a guy trying to get a scoop!
That is just a reporter. As the man struggles, a piece of paper slips out from his chest pocket. Raphael picks it up, blows off the dirt, and holds it toward the sunlight.
A reporter from Weekly Arts. Joe.
You know them?
A second-rate art magazine. They scrape by on tidbits they pry from socialites and artists.
He notices something. His gaze moves down as he takes a weird-looking button from the man's shirt.
This hidden camera wasn't cheap, right?
A tiny flame bursts from Raphael's finger. It turns the button into ash.
Is there anything newsworthy about me to grace your journalism?
So his evil is fire.
Listen to me. Whatever you do, please don't hurt me. It's because of the collector, Raymond. He's dead.
Oh, the guy is dead now. The air is still for a moment. Shocked, Raphael and I exchange a glance. Maybe it's because we're entering his field of expertise that Joe straightens his posture. He wipes the dirt from his face. A spark of excitement is in his eyes, the thrill of discovering gossip.
He died last night.
Oh, just recently.
Drowned in his bathtub. No one knew until the next day. When the butler found him, it was already too late.
Was Raymond attacked by wanderers? No, they should be long gone by now.
The police already searched his home and looked through the surveillance tapes. They found nothing. Not even another person walking into his room, but...
Cut to the chase.
The picture painted by Raphael had vanished from his collection room. I've heard the rumors. Some say that before he died, he made a bunch of cuts into his arms and legs. His skin looked like a bunch of fish scales. It's awful, if I do say so myself.
Oh no, that's so trippy.
In the moment a rich guy is dead, the police are quick to cover it up. They're scared a secret will be revealed, one that will cost them their jobs. But there's no such thing as a secret that can't be hidden. Mr. Raphael, are you sure you didn't have a hand in his death? Can your painting actually manipulate people?
Yeah. That Raymond guy, he probably hallucinated before he died.
Even if they did, I wouldn't tell you. Also, you said he died last night. I was in my studio during that time and didn't go anywhere. Anywhere. But I do agree it's a tragedy. Or are you saying you want to ask Raymond himself?
No, not at all. I don't... I told you everything I know. Can you please let me go this time?
The guy is crying. He's practically crying.
Sure. I'll even throw in something extra for you. Tomorrow, I'll be instructing my agent to lodge a complaint about your deplorable stalking behavior to your superiors and cancel our exclusive column interview. I reckon you'll be jobless soon.
Aw. Too bad. Raphael speaks in a relaxed manner. He leans in, a radiant smile plastered on his face.
So, why don't you do me a favor and investigate who's trying to hide all that info you just talked about?
A swarm of white moths dances around the street light under the gray sky, waiting for nightfall. We climb the stone steps to a garden in the sky. Below us is Lincoln's liveliest district. A field of grass stretches out before us. It's flanked by trees from both sides, a vibrant sight to behold. Across the street is a floating holographic ad. Flying above the cityscape, it promotes Raphael's art exhibition for next month. A slate blue sea engulfs the city like a mist, cascading onto the towering skyscrapers. From buildings to traffic, all is submerged in the tide. While it's obviously a trick of the light, curious people can't help but stop and reach out to touch the swimming fish that pass them.
You know what sells the most? Paintings of a calm sea. They can get pretty expensive. The more violent and chaotic the ocean, the less people are interested in it.
Humans can sense disasters like animals do, so we subconsciously distance ourselves from things like bad weather. From your last art exhibition, you told me the painting was from one of your dreams. I stare at the virtual sea of fish swimming, merging into the night sky. It's unsettling yet alluring as the line between dreams and reality is blurred. Is this another one of your dreams?
Yup, you got that right. I daydream in my studio all the time. It's kinda hard to remember what the real world's like. Thanks for bringing me out of my dreams today.
You're welcome. Well, he's nice. He's nice for once. A long time passes before he turns around. Many pedestrians are still looking at the sky, mesmerized by the holographic sea. Do you have any plans?
I'm going home. The art exhibition needs to be held. Once a painting is sold, another should take its place.
Be careful out there. If you find any secrets or hear anything about the N109 zone, let me know. Brushing off the grass clinging to my clothes, I stand up and say goodbye.
But I still don't have the paint needed to finish the piece I'm working on.
Raphael sits up, his eyes sparkling as he looks at me. I have a bad feeling about this.
Don't you remember our deal?
What?
I saw how you fought, quick and precise. That final strike was unlike anything I've seen before. If you could be my bodyguard. Protect me on our journey together. If we find an alternative, I'll happily give you what's in my hand right now. That look.
You forgot, huh?
Oh, that was a flashback. Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry. I wrote down everything. We'll be fine. Probably.
I've got stuff to deal with in the next couple of days, but I promise to get to it. I say a half-hearted promise, and I'm ready to run when I hear a soft sigh from him.
I have an idea on how we can sneak into the N109 zone.
You do? He has my attention. I move closer to listen. Raphael quickly averts his eyes, clearly caught off guard.
You said it yourself. When you see the big picture, you need to use some bait. Why not come up with a master plan? Become the best bait for Onychinus.
So I should use myself to lure them out. He nods and continues to speculate.
To be their target, you must have something they want, like info or something. You can decide whether to take the risk or not.
Raphael is the only character who would suggest things like this to the MC. The other two guys they would not like this. They would always like advise the MC to stay away from danger and stuff.
Maybe a small opening is all it will take to get them to expose themselves.
Every word that Raphael says isn't wrong. I bite my lip. Even so, we need to find the perfect fishing spot to make sure our big fish bites the hook.
I can lead you there. Trade intel for intel. Gamble to make gambles with higher stakes. But whether or not you can play the game is up to you.
He once again stares at the sea of car lights under the overpass. Like the receding tide, the holograms fade and reveal the street. I need to think about it.
It's just a suggestion. The choice is yours. If you want to do it, meet me tomorrow by the docks at White Sand Bay.
After a night's worth of hesitation, I arrive at White Sand Bay the next morning. By the docks is a familiar figure, the manager I met at Flux Arts the other day.
Ah, good to see you again, Miss Hunter.
Hello, Mr. Thomas.
No reason to be so formal. Call me Thomas. Raphael does it.
I knew you'd show up.
Raphael walks over, arms folded, and plants himself between me and Thomas. Don't forget your promise.
I'm not the kind of person to just forget.
You two get along well. I'm glad Raphael has a reliable friend such as yourself.
Stop treating her like she's my babysitter.
I'll protect him, at least for today. But what are we supposed to do now? Both turn in the direction that I'm pointing in. A single wooden boat floats gently to the rhythm of tranquil waves. A few seagulls are perched on the bow, preening their feathers. Are we smuggling ourselves in?
Hold on. Didn't you ask me for a boat so you could go on a date?
I'd say the wait was worth it. With winds at about 10 miles per hour and no big waves, it's a good day to set sail.
Since heading out to sea is a daunting task, shouldn't we use something a little more advanced, like a speedboat?
We're always cooped up in the house painting and stuff. Let's take this chance to exercise.
We're in the same boat now. It's time to tell me what's next.
Don't overthink it. You're just gonna do what you normally do. Fight. That's Hat Island. It's having unusual energy fluctuations, and a weird wanderer appeared.
You're interested in wanderers?
Their protocores contain an extremely rare material. I need to get my hands on it. I'll use it to make paint and create some art, as one does.
Really? Protocores can be used for painting? I'm not a 3-year-old.
Weird. The island is literally right there, but we've been rowing for 30 minutes and still no signs of land. Are you rowing around in circles?
I'm definitely trying to move this boat along, but you keep rowing us back. That explains why we've been going in circles.
This oar is just being mean. I'm getting tired of
so
this.
silly.
Can we ditch the boat and swim instead?
Raphael,
Swim.
the waves. They're heading
the
straight
ocean.
for us.
Was the weather forecaster slacking off today? Left, hurry!
Water's filling the boat.
Steady now.
You jinxed
Don't
us.
just flail the
I
oar
guess we
around.
really do have to swim to Cat Island.
I feel like I'm gonna puke.
It's so dramatic. and kind of stupid. Yeah, this scene is funny.
I think I hired an assassin instead of a bodyguard. The world is spinning like...
Stop mumbling to yourself. If it weren't for me, we'd still be in the ocean right now.
I'd rather float in the sea than be on land.
Everything looks okay. I don't see any wanderers around.
Your skills will be useful. Let's go. This island isn't small and we have a full day ahead of us.
You're fine now? Why are you in a hurry?
The mountain. We'll start there.
If I'll start going. Yeah, he seems so... like he's quite talkative compared to the other two. And there are a lot of funny interactions between Raphael and MC. Even in his memory cards, there are a lot of silly scenes similar to the one
I
before.
don't see any signs of life. I remember visiting this place as a kid while on a field trip.
A field trip? What's that?
You've never been on one before? Children line up with their bags filled with all sorts of snacks. And of course, we wrote a travel log, and...
Wow, you were all brave kids to visit places like these. I'm impressed.
More than a decade has passed. Change is inevitable. The resonance is weak, and the watch isn't detecting anything. It's possible wanderers aren't involved.
Your little watch thing doesn't seem to work that well. Where's the coral stone?
Huh? So what? Are you planning to use your blood again?
Or like you can use your evol. The coral stone is from this water. If you notice something weird, it might be tainted with the same kind of metaflux. Use your evol to resonate with it. Creating a similar signal might just be good enough to lure them out. Try?
Sending out a signal. Got it. The fluctuation is faint. I can barely sense it.
Wait. You could crack open nuts using that much strength. Please don't destroy my last sample.
Then...
You're not in an arm wrestling match. Let's do this together. Close your eyes. Focus all your senses on your hands. Well, can you feel a warm power surging within you? Everything in this world has a unique, unmatchable frequency. That's why each life is isolated. But your evol allows you to change your frequency. You can resonate with others. If you open your heart, you can establish a connection and share your power.
Really?
If you believe. Sorry.
Okay, I'll try it.
Oh, that was pretty cute. Oh? Something's about to come?
Is it over?
I guess yes?
Well, That was quite the spectacle.
It was your idea. If you don't catch any fish, is the bait at fault?
All right, I guess I was wrong. Tapping into the depths of someone's evil isn't easy. Something reacted.
I did a pretty good
Your
job,
file is so
huh?
expressive.
Don't you think?
You're even better than I expected. The road ahead will be difficult. Take this, and keep working hard.
I didn't think resonating with the coral stone would attract wanderers.
If we can't find what I'm looking for, consider it practice. Anyway, let's set up camp for tonight.
They came back.
Oh, no.
Is it a wanderer?
Even worse, a monster.
Oh,
Much
it's a
worse.
kitten. It's so cute. Now you're safe. You're not here for the coral stone, are you? Why are you over there? It won't eat you.
Stay back.
He's so
Cats are
scared of
malicious
cats.
beasts who deceive everyone with their harmless appearances and play with their prey at
And
whim.
think dramatic at it.
I don't like them.
Rather than dislike them, I'd say you're more afraid of them. Isn't that right, Raphael?
Nope, I just don't care. I don't care about cats. At all.
It's hurt. Look, something's
so
off about its
stupid.
injury.
Whoa, stay back. You're not allowed near me after touching that. You have to choose, me or the cat. It understood what I said?
This wound doesn't look normal. Maybe wanderers are involved. We should check it out.
You know, you don't have to be that observant. We're not gonna disturb the cat's home, right? That little monster is obviously trying to get some affection. Don't waste your time.
Look!
A wanderer attacked it.
What happened?
Oh,
Don't
it's
touch it.
injured.
Ow!
Your hand!
Ouch.
Something is
Spicy
coming from
kitty.
the deep.
Oh, another wanderer.
It's a deluge wormlord.
Wormlord. Other files my fave after this chapter. Well, I can't blame
Guess
you.
you like my blood a lot more, huh? Sorry to break it to you, but my fire can never be extinguished.
Okay, the last part for today.
How did we end up in the ocean? Raphael! I need to get to the surface.
She got swept by the waves.
Where's Raphael? There he is.
Stay back. Otherwise, I can't guarantee your safety.
What about you? What are you doing?
They can talk to each other under the sea. Like telepathy.
Raphael.
None of my concern.
It's settled then. If you don't return, I'll chase you to the ends of the earth.
A flashback. I want to screenshot that one.
You forgot everything, yet you still insist. All right. This is your choice.
Dun dun dun. And he's a mermaid. I'm not sure what he was thinking just now. Wasn't he about to leave the MC? And then he turned back? And we finished chapter 7. Ooh. Intriguing, right? So we have only one chapter left for this galactic sunset story. And then I can start Sylus story. Yep. But it's late now, so I'm going to end the stream now. And maybe... let me think. Maybe I can stream at the same time and day to continue this chapter. Or if I'm available, I can stream Love and Deepspace on Sunday. On Saturday, I'm going to play a different game. It's a game that I've never tried before, but I've always wanted to try it. So far, my plan is to have a fixed stream schedule twice per week, which is on Wednesday night and Saturday night. And then for the rest of the days, I will stream if I'm available. That's it. I don't think I have any plans this weekend. I might be able to stream this game on Sunday. We'll see. I think that's it. So, to everyone who has stayed with me in this stream, thank you so much. It was fun doing this game while chatting with you guys too. I really appreciate it. Even for those who lurk, I really appreciate you for watching. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you to you guys too. Mountain Lake and Ludis. Thank you so much for staying with me. Goodbye, good night, and good day. Bye bye.